Good morrow, Lunchtime Associates, and welcome to another episode of Lunchtime Tips with Lucy and Kate. I'm Kate.
And I'm Lucy. Now, today's episode is a little bit of a sensitive topic, but it's geared for all of you teenage parents out there.
Yes.
Now, there comes a time when every child hears a story
at school or on the bus, and it makes them question the fundamental aspects of their life, specifically how they were created.
And the anatomical differences between
males and females. Yes, of course. So, Lucy, do you remember how you learned that? The birds and the bees?
The birds and the bees, yes. My mom gave my sister a book called The Period Book, and it was about it was about periods, which I guess isn't exactly the birds and the bees, but it had it in the back. You flipped into the back, and so I found it on my sister's shelf one day and I read it. But other than that, I don't remember getting a talk. I remember hearing things on the bus and whatnot, but that's about it. How about you?
Well, I don't specifically remember the first time I got the talk, but probably because, I've repressed that memory because it's so damaging to my emotional psyche. But I remember from the age...
when my psyche's damaged.
I know. It sucks. It sucks. So when I was about, 12 to about 15, my mother decided that she was going to give me the talk every 6 months. So, by the third time, I was like, Mother, you've told me this 3 times, I think I'm aware. I know what's going on, I know how it happens and all the intricate details and all the shenanigans, so I know. But she insisted on giving me the talk at least 6 more times. And it was very awkward. Very awkward.
So I suppose teen parents out there, when you talking to your child about,
birds and bees,
avoid the cliched, awkward talk that you got.
Yes. Try to
make it more...
be as
Try to be accessible. I mean, I guess if parents are all like, "Oh, I want my kids to talk to me," well then don't be.
Yeah, don't make it awkward.
Don't make it awkward.
Don't use the internet either.
Yeah, porn isn't. Yeah, that's not good.
Bad. Yeah.
So I suppose we should, talk to someone else and see what they're thinking.
Let's
see if we can find anyone nearby.
Yeah, let's see if anyone is around.
Hey, Taylor.
Oh, hey, look there.
Oh, hello.
So we were just talking.
Taylor Rambo. Yeah. We're going to interview him about the birds and the bees.
Do you know what they are?
Yes, I do, sadly.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Got
it. We're doing a segment on the way, parents talk to their kids and how,
So do you think you could tell us about how your parents told you?
Oh, of course.
You about the birds and the bees?
Of course. Well, my parents have a funny way of doing things, actually. Generally, they like to tell me things like how to tie my shoes and, tuck in my shirt and stuff like that. They would always teach me those important values of life when we go out on a vacation. So, on one vacation, my parents, instead of teaching me how to tie my shoes, pulled out this nice little illustrated book.
Oh my! That sounds terribly fun.
Well, it was.
Especially on vacation.
Did it rhyme like Dr. C?
Well, it was not a rhyming book.
Oh.
It sadly enough, it was not a rhyming book, but it did feature a stork and some other creature.
Please
I don't
tell
remember.
me that those weren't the...
No.
Okay.
It showed things like, the baby comes from the mommy, and, well, I don't want to go into that.
Did they show you the anatomical illustrations?
Yes, they showed it from like age 6 to 12 to 18 for men and women.
That's terribly unfortunate.
Your parents showed you what vaginas look like.
You're pretty much scarred for life at this point, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, and my dad also bought a book, How to Talk to Your Child About Sex.
Okay.
And apparently one of my distant cousins also wrote a book about how sex... Yes, I know. He wrote a book about how to talk to your children about sex and a companion book for your children to read. So.
How old were you when this happened?
10, 11.
Well, thanks.
So thank you very much for your time.
Sure. Glad to help. Glad to help. Thank you.
Alright, so So we've learned about some of the appropriate and inappropriate ways to tell your child about the birds and the bees.
Mostly inappropriate. I don't suggest any of those.
Yeah.
I'm not a parent.
Illustrated picture books? No.
No.
Porn?
No.
Internet?
No. Every 6 months? Not necessary.
No. Just the one time is needed, really.
Although I do suggest a little more hands-on than finding a book in your sister's room.
Yeah,
that would probably a little more guidance would probably be a good thing.
Yeah. That typically with these things you really need an adult figure to guide you through, because otherwise you can get some serious misconceptions.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
So I suppose we should make a list of tips, since this is lunchtime tips.
Yes.
For teenage mothers.
Okay, so few we've already mentioned. No internet, no porn. Do actually talk to your kids. You know, give them a guide. Give them someone to talk to. That's a yes to do.
Another no would be don't let them watch you.
Yes.
That would be a no. That's hands-on, but
hands-on experience, like giving them visual stuff. No.
That's probably a bad thing.
No.
Probably not good.
Not seriously emotionally damaging.
Yes. Try not to damage their psyches.
Yes. So
there should be more. I feel like we should know more about this. Maybe we didn't learn enough.
I know.
That's what happens when you only have 30 minutes for lunch.
Yeah, it does.
Your tips are short.
Well, hey, I think did I just hear some winds?
That's the wind.
It's the wind.
Oh wait, no,
it's not.
No, it's not.
It's the fat lady again.
We're
She's
out.
singing. We're out.